Hello everybody and welcome back to another CX Today video. I'm your host Floyd, and today I'm really excited to be joined by Cyara once more to cover all things AI, including the 6 innovations behind their CX platform. So to do just this, I'd like to welcome Christoph today. How are you doing, Christoph?
I'm doing fine. Hi Lloyd, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure.
Yeah, no worries. And I think the best place to start with these interviews is if you could just give us an introduction to the platform, its need, where the concept came from, and what the platform focuses on. Yeah, a few questions to get into straight away.
Yeah, sure. Maybe let me start with a simple truth. That is, the future of CX is AI driven. Our customer experience domain is rapidly evolving. We are moving from these static rule-based IVRs to now fully dynamic AI-driven customer journeys, and with that, the way how you test and assure those experiences has to evolve as well. And that's exactly where Cyara comes in. Cyara is a unified AI-driven CX assurance platform, and it's built to make sure that every simple customer interaction, no matter if this is voice, chat, digital, or something else, works exactly as intended. And everything originated here in the era of these legacy contact center IVRs, where we were helping companies to test and optimize simple call flows. But today, Cyara has transformed into the go-to platform for really testing these complex AI-powered conversations, and as being said across every channel. And yes, for me, I'm the former founder of Cyara's Bottium product, which is now powering Cyara's AI optimization engine. I have seen this shift from these legacy systems to AI really firsthand, and therefore I made sure in the last years to equip also Bottium with the capabilities to tackle this unpredictability and this non-deterministic behavior of AI-based contact centers. Systems that don't just follow some scripts, but systems that think, adapt, and learn in real time. And yeah, therefore we have this year built game changers like our AI Trust Suite. We now help enterprises to test for things like hallucinations or bias or misuse or even compliance topics. Now, those are the new quality pillars in an AI first world. Long story short, Cyara is redefining how modern enterprises build trust into their customer-facing AIs or contact centers. It's not about this, does our IVR respond to our bot anymore? It's really about, does it respond fairly, safely, accurately, and does it do it in a way that delivers real value? That's the mission we are on.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for covering that off. And obviously, loads of people have probably seen the press release that came out from the announcement of this platform. But there's a whole host of innovations. So it'd be great to focus on this section of the video if we can just kind of go through some of the innovations, some in greater depth, some just discuss it. Maybe starting with the Pulse 360 before moving on to the test case designer.
Yeah, sure. So Pulse 360 is what we call the new heartbeat of real-time CX monitoring. Pulse 360 combines actually customer journey assurance with voice infrastructure testing. These were two former products of Cyara, one called Voice Assure and one Pulse, which are forming now this Pulse 360. And we are really aiming there to detect issues in the moments they arise to help our clients to optimize the performance of their customer channels. And all that is, of course, aiming to dramatically shorten the time between finding a problem and its resolution, and therefore giving our clients faster, smarter issue handling with less manual effort. This is, in a nutshell, what Pulse 360 does. I think you also mentioned Test Case Designer, call it TCD internally. When it's about test cases, it's all about making the creation simple. Now, creating test cases shouldn't be a barrier. Therefore, we have delivered with TCD a no-code visual-first tool that empowers really anyone to design and build sophisticated test scenarios. And of course, without the need of writing a single line of code. Again, aiming for this removal of all technical barriers and really enabling true collaborative test design across teams.
Yeah, sure. And I think obviously the no code is one of those things that a lot of people talk about. It's actually really underrated. If you go across to all of these places, and we're talking about barriers to entry, obviously the thought of implementing loads of code and having to design it is an immediate no. I mean, if I was told that I had to do that, then yeah, it'd be a straight up no. So I think sometimes focusing on all these amazing innovations is brilliant, but sometimes just the fact that it is no code can go a long way as well, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely, or fully agree. And just to add, test case designer is really for these test cases that our clients want to compose on their own. Yeah, we are making this as easy as
Hmm.
possible. But apart from that, we have invested enormous efforts in automating the test case creation wherever it's possible. Yeah? So, talking, for example, about testing training models behind AIs. Yeah? So we have automated this process. We are fetching the model and creating tests for it out of the box. So this is of course always the first aim or the first goal. Let's automate everything that is possible, and with AI we can actually do a lot. And for those cases where our clients really see the need of manually composing tests, it has to be super easy. Yeah? Visual tool, drag and drop, a few clicks, and has to work seamlessly out of the box.
Yeah, sure. And I think the next important thing after testing is obviously validating. So that leads us nicely onto Cyara AAA, or a bit more of a mouthful, the agent assist assurance. So it'd be great if we could cover that off in a little bit detail as well.
Yeah, sure. So no big surprise, AI is also reshaping the agent desktop, and with CAAA, Cyara Agent Assist Assurance, um, we are building or shipping the industry's first full end-to-end assurance solution for these agent assist tools. Now, whether um, it's about real-time suggestions being generated by agent assist, or the next best action for an agent, or simply summarization of a call, CAAA will ensure that the AI helping an agent is accurate, is compliant, and reliable at every step. And to add here, this is a pretty big thing, because to test these agent assist solutions, actually under the hood, three of Cyara's product suites are working together. You need here what we call CDA. This is simulating real agents to trigger these agent assist solutions. You need Bottom in the background to test the AI part of these agent assist solutions. And of course, you need our test execution engine to run all these tests and all permutations. So this is actually a pretty big thing.
Yeah, sure. And I think turning all this data that we can get from all of this, and making that into actionable insights is another bottleneck in the sector, I would say, because obviously for some people just like collecting data is difficult, but once we've got that, we do really need to turn it into actionable insights. So it'd be great if you could bring in the intelligent insights in at this point, because I think that's another underrated innovation in the CX platform.
Yeah, you're making a great point there. The majority of enterprises out there are sitting on vast amounts of data, but taking action based on this data is not easy. And with intelligent insights, we have shipped an innovation where we are turning data into action. We're using the AI to, for example, analyze test results, to uncover patterns, outliers, and similar stuff. Yeah? And therefore, we can literally predict things that will happen in the future, yeah? By delivering their meaningful analytics that again will help our clients to drive smarter and very important data-baked decisions. Yeah? So really decisions based on data and not on gut feelings or something similar. It's all about, at the end of the day, transforming this big noise, these vast amounts of data that are around, into signals, and then signals into strategy. This is what intelligent insights is doing.
Sure. And then obviously it's almost impossible to have a conversation on these kinds of videos without talking about agentic AI. So that we can bring Cyara Copilot in here. If you could just talk us through, the goal of it, and how it can boost productivity with automation. It is something we hear a lot about in the sector, but it'd be great to hear about it from a Cyara perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Cyara Copilot is one of my babies, so I'm directly responsible for it, together with AI Trust. And I'm usually introducing Copilot as your new best friend, um, or in other words, to be more technical, Copilot is an AI-powered digital assistant. And of course, for the six assurance domain, yeah, we have trained Copilot with all the knowledge we have collected here in the last 20 years, the knowledge that made Cyara the industry leader. And this Copilot, of course, directly integrates into your workday, with doing stuff like generating tests for you, or understanding your results, explaining findings, and probably one of the most important things, suggesting the next action. What I'm seeing every day in our client base is that we are uncovering a lot of issues, and this is first of all what our clients are buying us for. They need to find issues in their systems, but then they are often struggling, because we have uncovered hundreds of issues, and then the question is what to do next. Who decides now? And Copilot will solve this, for example, by telling you, hey, from these 100 issues, these are the top three you should fix first of all. And the other stuff is interconnected. So fix those three, rerun the tests, and you will see the overall number decreased already dramatically. And so this is something where our clients are often seeking for help. What should we do next? And Copilot is doing that. Apart from that, it's not only living in our platform, it's living in the collaboration tools of our clients, in their Slack, in their MS Teams, in their Zoom chat, whatever. And you have to imagine you are test manager or project responsible. You are on the way to the office, you grab your phone and you simply ask on Slack Copilot, hey, how did tests go overnight? Where do we have issues? What should we do next? And you get immediate reporting without the need to log into products and go through a lot of data. So at the end of the day, I would say it's like having a expert by your side 24/7, 365 days a year, and at scale. So all your team members can talk in parallel, of course, to Copilot and get value.
Yeah, definitely, and that all helps build trust, doesn't it, in the platform, which I think is another really important thing to discuss. And obviously, you've got your AI trust misuse module that kind of joins with the fact check in Cyara's AI trust testing suite. So it'd be great if you can kind of talk us through the AI trust misuse module, but then also kind of give us a bit of insights in the fact check and how they kind of assimilate together.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I start back again with generative AI entering this contact center world, our domain. Trust becomes non-negotiable. Trust is the main currency for AI-driven customer engagements or experiences. And our AI Trust Suite is or was built to deal with the challenges arising from this situation, from everyone trying to harness the power of AI. And I think every one of us has seen hallucinations or inaccurate data being provided, talking to ChatGPT, Gemini, X, whatever you want to talk to. It's a known thing that these models drift, that they are becoming inaccurate if you don't use prevention mechanisms. And this is just the beginning. For these issues, we've built fact check. The next point was then clients coming in and telling us about their AIs being abused, meaning clients trying to trick them to talk about inappropriate things or generate even inappropriate content. This is what we cover with this misuse module. And by the way, just to add here an example, because a lot of people think about this, I don't know, how to build a bomb or something, asking your contact center AI, for these straightforward, blunt attacks, the models come with firewalls or guardrails. It's more about, you know, using reverse psychology or framing or priming, or simply talking about things you don't want to talk. If you are a financial institution, a big bank, your Bank of America, you don't want your AI assistant to answer questions about investment tips. Yeah? You don't want to answer something like, should I buy Bitcoins or ETH or something? Or stuff like, you don't want your contact center AI to talk about competition. Simply asking, could I get better interest rate at another bank or something like that? Or, you know, this list is endless, talking about politics, asking your banking AI assistant, should I vote for this guy or that? You don't want your contact center to have a political opinion. And this is what misuse really is. It's less the how to build a bomb thing. And yeah, as you triggered it, these challenges are, it's not done with checking for accuracies and abuse. It's bias is obviously a huge problem out there due to the nature of the data these models are trained on. So literally the entire internet, and everyone who has been in the internet knows that there is a lot of biased data. And you know, as an enterprise, you desperately want to avoid to create such a picture that you are biased and showing unethical behavior, more or less. And yeah, the next module that actually comes out this month is for compliance testing. This is all about handling PII data, privacy, security of Gen AI generated conversations, and more than that, also being compliant with all the AI regulations out there. And you know, this is in itself a box of Pandora. I'm located in Europe, in Vienna actually. Here, the European AI Act is in place, and I know absolutely no AI assistant out there that is compliant with this European AI Act. And more than that, this EU AI Act is like 1,000 pages of technical details, and the European Union is expecting from companies to be compliant. But the challenge will be already to find someone who understands this European AI Act. So this problem can be only solved within technology. This is what I'm trying to say. And this is what we have done. You run in Bottom such a compliance test against your AI assistant, and the outcome will be you are compliant, you are not, and if you are not, you are breaking the laws here and there, and this is how you should fix it. And yeah, this is what is there at the moment, and I'm very sure it's not going to stop here. As AI is evolving so fast, there will be new challenges popping out, and we will simply adopt and create new models or modules to deal with them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, obviously, we've gone through the 6 innovations there, so thanks for covering those off in great depth. And you've touched upon it there on the compliance aspect with a release that's coming out shortly. But how is the platform on the whole being future-proofed, and can we expect any further innovations to stem from it?
So one standout example is definitely AI Trust, which is capturing a lot of attention right now. As being said, we have taken this modular approach. We are releasing each component through a beta program to gather here early client feedback and validate the performance in real-world scenarios and not only in our laboratory environments. And so far, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. And that's, at the end of the day, not a big surprise because you know, in every customer conversation that we have, AI is now the elephant in the room, so to say. Everyone is trying to harness its potential, but 9 out of 10 enterprises also stall in this POC or experimentation phase. And that's exactly where Cyara comes in. We give these organizations back control. We're helping them to mitigate the risks. We validate this AI behavior and move or help them move confidently from this experimentation to production grade deployments. And with our platform, with Cyara, with AI Trust, with Bottom, we are not just reacting to this AI wave, we are really helping to shape it.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you for covering that off, and thank you for your time today, Christoph, on the call. So just a note to everyone that's watching that we will have a whole host of content being released on our website, covering the Copilot module in a lot more detail, focus on AI trust and misuse. We'll be covering all the 6 innovations over the course of the rest of the year. So make sure to subscribe to all of our content to keep up to date with all of the moves being made by Cyara. And lads, thank you for your time again today, Christoph.
Thanks again for having me. It was a big pleasure.